welcome to Broker Brett TV, and we already have a special episode. This may only be episode 3, but we're already doing a behind-the-scenes story that started it. I brought in my friend Pat West. We have to blame him for the idea of regional marketing on YouTube and niches and helping out, your local buddies. So I guess we have you to blame, Nick Lamparelli to blame, and then I think Ryan Mahoney is a shining example of this idea. So thanks, Pat, for coming on. Pat with Hedge. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, and I'm more than happy to accept that welcome because
Yeah.
I love this stuff. So I love the welcome and appreciate your time, buddy.
Yeah, of course. No, it was your brainchild to do the local marketing and help out professionals around you. And I know Mahoney's been running with that, and his agency's growing like gangbusters. I hope to be the next, guy in line for just making stuff happen. I joke around about the sausage effect of a company. When one person moves up the ladder, the next person moves up. So hopefully it'll be that way if little agency's growing. My wife's over here laughing at the sausage effect. It's a real thing. Yeah. So we're keeping it PC. It's insurance. We can't go down these weird roads. But it's fun learning from you guys, and I appreciate Nick kind of breaking the barrier for our tribe on video, and then you started a great one, and then I had to put on my big boy pants one day when he couldn't record, and I think I started with Ryan Deeds. But how you been, man? How's it been creating some content with your local people as well?
Yeah. Well, so for me, I've always looked at it. I grew up in a house of educators. So I had a reading teacher as a mom and a high school principal as a father. So everything seemed like a classroom to me. And I've kind of preached that, beyond the fact that I've always felt pretty strongly that people in the insurance industry should share their talent, but they should also, really interact with people outside of the industry to learn as much and to give as much, I guess. So it's been an experience for me. And I started it thinking, okay, I want to do this because I'm having good conversations. And there was a part of me that knew it was probably, easy to talk about because of just kind of the hype and I think just really the buzz behind doing podcasts, not really even the hype. So for me, I had a couple stages of it, and I'm at the point now where I kind of feel like I have a classroom on YouTube, and
That's
my
cool.
kids call it a channel. They think it's the coolest thing in the world. They watch the videos and love it.
Yeah.
You get to be a celebrity in your own house, and I have no problem being just super humble and down to earth about it. There's a handful of people that watch it sometimes and comment on it, but I have a blast, and at the core of it, it comes down to learning. And I saw some people talking about where does the time come from, and where my time comes from is that I don't watch as many or listen to as many podcasts as I did before to give myself time to do one for myself. And it wasn't meant to be a greed play, but man, I feel super, super selfish when I'm done with every interview I've done and quoted, because I walk away from it. And even behind the scenes, the extra 20, 30 minutes that you get with people, a Nick Lamparelli, a Ben Baker, a Patrick Houlihan, Bradley Flowers, Davey Kibble, and then I have all these friends that do amazing businesses. Birgit from Johnny Banana Company is going to be featured in British Vogue. We talked to her, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So I think just sharing those stories for me as a classroom setting and the lessons that I've learned from it, I feel selfish because of how many things I've learned, both on kind of camera and what you see on YouTube, and then behind the scenes, it's sometimes beyond incredible.
Yeah, and then selfishly too, the reps are helpful. And a good friend pointed me at Loom the other day for a quote presentation, and just learning how to be in front of the camera, how to communicate. I was definitely nervous when I started doing it with Nick, and still, you overthink it sometimes, but you learn how just to talk to people. And I think this medium's so powerful too. I don't love the fact that we're all busy and we don't sit down with books and we only read the headlines of articles these days. I think there's something to slow down and thinking. But you kind of have to meet people in the medium of the day too. And I think these quick videos and helping elevate the people around you, I see a benefit to that, So.
No, absolutely. And like I said, that's where I saw, and I want to, me, I like to go at stuff and, stuff from one of the, not insurance gurus, but like just sales gurus. And one of
Mhm.
his salespeople was like, stop doing podcasts. And I couldn't disagree with that more. And, if you're doing it as just, oh, I want to get in the front
Mhm.
door and do some kind of Trojan horse marketing where I'm going to sell you something on the back end,
Yeah.
don't do a podcast. But if you have good stories, if
Yeah.
you're like me and you meet people like you constantly day in and day out, document that shit. Put that stuff down so that we
Mhm.
can, so that I can learn from it, because that's what we have right now. We have
Yeah.
a golden opportunity to share information with each other. And that's what this has got to be about. It's not
Mhm.
a marketing hack or anything like that. There has to be a business element to it. It do right by the people you bring on your show. But it's give, 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 constantly giving,
Mhm.
but really, no visible expectation of something coming in return. To me, that's the message I keep wanting to push out there, because there is pushback against
Mhm.
podcasting right now because so many people do it.
Yeah.
Let's just not get
Well,
caught.
with a lot of people joining it, I'm gonna get too esoteric in this, but yeah, I have Adam Smith differentiation of labor. Like if I try to start a Celtics podcast today, there's already a half dozen Celtics podcasts. But if I started a Southern California Celtics fan platform that had a video discussion, there's the new niche. I'm not trying to do a business podcast. I'm doing a Southern California professionals that I know that are helpful in their community and helping them. And that time, it's also helping my name get out there. I think as things cool off, to differentiate, and that's what'll come right now. We're not going to have another, the mainstream stuff's already filled, so.
And if you're going to live and talk about the visual
Yeah.
part of marketing, when you hop on a podcast, it should be something that you can share with your network. And
Mhm.
you talked about Ryan Mahoney, somebody that just somebody that I care about a lot, somebody I've worked with a lot.
Mhm.
When I hear you talking about him, there's something special that happens
That's
inside of me
cool. Yeah.
that makes me think, okay, this is beyond worth it. Because of
Yeah.
course I want to do things for myself, like everybody. But really, what it's about is seeing literally somebody on the East Coast,
Mhm.
connect with somebody on the West Coast because of me right in the
Mhm.
middle of it all,
Yeah.
literally and figuratively. That's what this whole thing's about. That's what this whole world is about to me. And seeing you doing so many different things has motivated me to get out there and do it. And so this
Yeah.
is a beautiful thing on a Friday for me, man. Everybody
Yeah.
says I'm positive. Well, there you go. You're going to get a lot of it when I talk to you.
Yeah, no, it's a good feedback loop. I connect with Tony, which connects me with Nick, and then we connect early on, and we just kind of keep pushing each other up the hill on the projects. And no one person gets it done on their own. And you got to share the ideas and be open. And for me, it's fun. I've been joking around lately behind the scenes with Tony and Nick about it, how there's almost like tribes or like houses, and like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. And I was like, I think we're part of the insurance nerds family tree. I think it's part of the house of insurance nerds. So Tony mentioned maybe getting like a crest. So we might be getting ahead of it right now, but I have to come up
Well,
with like some sort of emblem for the insurance nerds tree,
well, the insurance nerds, along
Yeah.
with Rob Galbraith, are giving me
Mhm.
an opportunity in Hedge to sponsor probably the
Yeah.
coolest named event I've ever been a part of, which
Yep.
is End of Insurance as we know it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's a better spot for Pat the Shopper than an event like that with the insurance nerds
Yep.
and like Rob, Tony, obviously as well. So
Yeah.
there's so many different ways you can go about this, but I think the coolest thing about the insurance nerd side of it is that they want you to be a part of everything.
Yep.
They want anybody and everybody to come in and have a positive, impactful
Mhm.
voice. And I think not that I'm calling anybody out, but I think that's a challenge we all need to face up
Yeah.
to in the industry. Is are we open? Are we trying to bring people into a conversation that we call boring? Because if we think it's boring, like let's mix it up, but let's be accommodating, let's be open, because there are a lot more people probably than we
Mhm.
think that do want to talk about insurance. And I'll argue with
Yeah.
anybody that wants to bring it to me. I'll argue all night with you. There's
It's
things
got to be,
about it we can
yeah,
talk.
for the benefit of the consumer and anybody who wants to make sure people properly covered and properly taken care of claims. Let's do it. Well, I feel bad. We're gonna try to stick to that meaty 10-minute time limit. I think we're already there already. This is quick, But
Sounds
thank you
good.
for getting this all started. A lot more episodes of Broker Brett TV to come. And, thank you for the idea, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Cool.
You're an awesome dude in the industry,
Oh,
man, and I appreciate every moment I get with you. So, man, have a good weekend. Appreciate your time.
you too, bud. We'll keep pushing it.